A lot of people will sit up and say, yeah, a lot of black women are single because da 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 da. A lot of black women are single because we don't take nobody's shit. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me, a chit chat get ready with me, because we need to talk. We for sure need to talk. So for today's topic, we will be talking about why am I single. The number one quote that I have been reminding myself about and telling myself is never confuse what you're offered with what you're worth. This quote really resonated with me because I'm the type of girl where I could get anybody I want. I can get anybody I want. And here's the thing. People would really tell me, or there will be people that say, oh, you shouldn't really talk like that. You know, you sound a little cocky, you sound a little self-centered, you sound narcissistic, like you shouldn't talk about yourself in that way. But here's the number one thing I learned, and this is coming from somebody who used to be kind of like insecure, trying to figure myself out. I would be a people pleaser. The number one thing I learned is what anybody else has to say about you has nothing to do with you. One thing about it is your idea of me is not my responsibility to live up to. So however you see me, that's your business. I'm gonna keep doing me and keep being me. And that's really just the end of that. And so in order to be your highest self, you have to start thinking and acting and talking about yourself in a higher manner, if that makes sense. You can't be your best you if you're talking about the worst things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? You can't be your best if you keep talking about your worst. If you keep talking about your fails. Keep talking about those wins. Even though if it's not a lot of wins, you still have wins. Keep talking about your wins. Keep talking about your success. Keep pushing yourself to be better. Visualize your highest self and then start showing up as her. That's just what I've been doing, and I've been having people shaking in their boots, believe me. So never be ashamed for talking about yourself positively. Like that, and people will really have you feeling bad for talking about yourself in a good way, and that's only because they're mad because you're doing things that they wish they could do. That's what I was saying. So I'm just one of those girls that I could get anybody I want. Period. I know I can, because why? Because what am I doing? I don't even do my eyebrows like this. I know I can get anybody I want because I'm a multifaceted person. Like, I have a lot going for me. I'm pretty, intelligent. I could hold a conversation. A lot of people a lot of girls can't hold conversation, and I think that's really weird. And even if it isn't true, even if I can't get anybody I want, which obviously might be true anyway, like I can't get anybody, but you get the idea. Tell myself that because I don't confuse what I'm offered with what I deserve. It's so many people that come my way. I'm single because I think a lot of people have us fucked up, and by us I mean black women. I think a lot of people really got it twisted. People will say anything on the internet and then expect people to believe it because it got so many likes and reshares and whatever. For example, there was a picture of like a guy who was like wounded or whatever, and then a woman who was wounded, and they were together, and the caption was like, you know, I'll heal you and you heal me. And a lot of people were liking and resharing that, and it's like, me, I'm like, no. Unpopular opinion, no. It's not my responsibility to heal you if we're in a relationship. I'm not your mom. I'm not your therapist. You don't know what I have going on over here. The last thing I need is to take somebody else's problems and make them become mine. It's not my responsibility to heal you. Let's normalize healing before we get into a relationship. I feel like that's why a lot of relationships fail, no matter what your age is, really. A lot of relationships fail because people walk into relationships still broken from past experiences. Let's stop moving forward with past feelings and experiences. How can you move forward when you're still stuck in past feelings and experiences? And I'm not saying let's go through it alone. I'm just saying don't put it where it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be in a relationship. Old feelings, old emotions doesn't need to be in a relationship. It doesn't need to be with me. And to assume that I'm going to heal you or help heal you is, first of all, inconsiderate, because you don't know what I have going on over here. But it's also it's you being emotionally immature, because a relationship isn't, your next relationship isn't where you should be fixing old relationship issues. You need to dead that with them. Get closure with them, or with your mother, or with your therapist, not me. A lot of people have us fucked up. Like, I'm single because people expect me to believe and do the status quo. Hold on, because I look crazy. I look mad. Yo, I promise it's the lighting. Just give me a second. Ooh, still looks bad. Let me change the settings. 2020 was definitely a blessing in disguise, because this camera is not fucking with me today. 2020 has definitely been a blessing in disguise, because, you know, we've been in the house like all year pretty much, and I have really gotten to know myself so much more. I'm single because I'm in love with me. I'm single because I have really taken the time to know myself, and I love myself. I'm in love with myself. I've taken on new hobbies, and I enjoy those hobbies. What else am I doing? Not sure. I enjoy doing what makes me happy. What's been new for me is that I have been spending more time with myself, and I love my me time. But at the same time, when I one day do get in a relationship, I know that I love my company so much that, and I love what I do so much, that I'm not going to let a relationship interfere with that, if that makes sense. I'm not going to be the person that puts my hopes and dreams, or that puts my talents and my hobbies aside for a person. If this person is really for me, they are going to come into my life and fit in with my schedules. You get what I'm saying? People always want to say, oh, I'm manifesting this, I'm manifesting that. At the end of the day, if it's not for you, it's not going to happen. If it's not for you, it's not going to happen. Or it might happen, and you might end up paying consequences for it. You might end up regretting it. You might get a lesson out of it, but all lessons don't come easy. I'm single because I'm overqualified for a lot of people. Like I said, don't confuse what you're offered with what you deserve. I've said this. I've had so many people come my way, but do they deserve my time of day? No. Most of them are underqualified for me. And like I said, if you want to be your highest self, you need to start visualizing her and start acting accordingly. I have a lot going on, and for somebody who doesn't, yeah, no. I'm single because I refuse to be with anybody that doesn't have what I have. A lot of dudes be like, yeah, when I'm with somebody, she gotta have a fat booty, but she gotta have hips, and she gotta have a flat tummy though, and you know, she gotta be thick, but only thick in the right places. And it be the same nigga who got a whole gut, who don't have his life together. You know what I mean? It be people who expect somebody to be with them to be perfect, and they're nowhere near perfect. They expect somebody for their body to be A1, and their body is the complete opposite. You get what I mean? So for me, I'm not going to expect someone to be a certain way if I'm not that way. I'm single because not only do I want to be a higher version of myself, a better, more refined version of myself, but I want the person that I'm with to be just like that with me. I can't sit up and say, I want somebody to have his shit together and I don't have my shit together. So guess what I did? I got up and I got my shit together. This is another reason why I feel like I intimidate guys, because materialistic things don't mean shit to me. Like, what you can get, what you have, I can get myself. But materialistic things, you can't win me over with that. What you could give me, what you can flaunt and show off to me, I can do that too. Like, come correct, okay? What is your mind like? What do you do? Who are you and who do you want to be? I'm not the type of person to do what everybody else is doing. And I feel like this video is really important, specifically for young black girls, because we have been told that we need to act a certain way, we need to speak a certain way, we need to do certain things to be considered ladylike, whatever ladylike entails. We have been told that we need to talk, act, and speak and think a certain way to be considered desirable. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. I'm here to tell you that if you feel a certain way, say it. If you think about something, continue to think that way. Don't let anybody try to tell you that you need to be a certain way to be considered desirable. A lot of people will sit up and say, yeah, a lot of black women are single because da 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 da. A lot of black women are single because we don't take nobody's shit. It's not in us to do so. Like, we are queens. We are queens. We do not stand idle by and be bystanders and be doormats and let people say whatever and do whatever they want to us. We don't play that. But at the end of the day, society already has an issue with Afrocentric features, Afrocentric characteristics as being desirable. So don't think that you acting or doing or saying something is the reason why you can't get anybody. The reason why you can't get anybody is because they're not ready for you. They're not ready for you. A lot of people are not ready for me. Something on Twitter told me, y'all gonna start screen recording, so let me put on my other lash. Please, and my lips checked. Let me get it together first, because y'all gonna start screen recording to my sheep preaching and I look crazy. Something on Twitter told me that no matter how good of a woman you are, no matter how good of a woman you become, you will never be good enough. It doesn't matter if you have all your shit together. If they are not ready to be with you, if they are not able to understand you, if they are not ready to elevate themselves to be with you, you will never be good enough for them. In fact, you will be too good for them. And I'm single because I don't settle. I'm single because whether I waste my time or invest my time, whoever is for me will come. I could go out and meet 100 people tonight. If they're not for me, and I could end up dating one. But if they are not for me, it's not gonna work out, whether you find out tonight or whether you find out in a few months. If it's not for me, it's not gonna work out. So there's no point wasting my time. That's why I'm single, because I realized that I have better stuff to do. I got shit to do. That's why I'm single. This don't look right. My camera is not, I look like a clown on this camera. I'm single because I have a lot going for me, and to be where I want to be, I don't need distractions. Like, honestly. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.